Foley? Yes. Mr. McGuire?
I'm sorry, I was over here talking. We voted on appointing Mayor Fry and Joe Papello
Yes.
to the Human Relations Commission. Okay, yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
I'd like to make a motion to appoint 2 members for a 2-year term. Lucy Lopez, who is actually on the Southeast Delta School Board, and Lorna Fife, who is also a resident of Folcroft. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second that.
Have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Crosby?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson? Yes. Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. McGuire?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Yes. Motion passes. And for the last member, it would be a 1-year term. I would like to recommend to council Mr. Nicholas Waters. He's a security expert. He's a resident of Folcroft. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
And a roll call, please.
Mrs. Crosby?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson? Yes. Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. McGuire?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Yes.
And the last thing on my list is the Shade Tree Commission. This commission has room for 3 members. So if you know any landscapers out there that would love to be on our Shade Tree Commission, please have them call Borough Hall, and we will put it on the TV for anyone that would be interested in sitting on this commission. That's all I have. Okay, moving on to old business.
The chief gave his report since he wasn't here.
Report?
Touch base on quite a few of the cases we had. Council asked me to do so. Some of you have probably saw paper news. A lot of it has to do with our juveniles we have in town. A minor incident happened. It sounds kind of funny to say mild, but we arrested a kid for threatening to shoot his father on the 10th of March, the 17th of March. One of the companies in Industrial Park had on tape a young kid vandalizing their trucks and stealing about $1,000 worth of merchandise out of them. When Officer White went down to view the tape, he recognized the kid from other contacts, so he was arrested. And it was 5 or 6 houses in the area of Edwards and Carter, spray painted with black paint. We had absolutely no cooperation whatsoever with the parents. So as a result of that, it took a couple of days. 2 juveniles were arrested for that. And we also went over to JT's Auto Body over here on Primus Avenue. He donated all the chemicals so that people can clean their cars off. So that was done as well, so we thank him for that. And in Sharon Hill on the 31st of March assisted us. One of our residents on Ashland Avenue had ATV stolen, 2 of them. And with our guys in Sharon Hill, we arrested 4 kids, so they've been charged as well. And we've all saw the news about these, I don't want to say what I think of them, these kids that assaulted that guy in the woods on Windsor Circle. He was a concerned citizen. He saw smoke coming out of the woods. He went to see what it was. And there was a whole group of them out there. And as far as we know at this point, there was at least 6 of them beat him up and beat him up bad. We just got information on the 6th person, so he's about to be arrested for through a lot of witnesses, because the main thing is nobody wants to rat on anybody anymore. So if they want to cooperate with us, we're going to charge them too. So we've got a couple of kids to break. But they were trying to go through the Facebook, go through the school. The girlfriend was covering for the guy. But I think we would try to charge her with obstruction of justice as well, because she was interfering. But we got 2 of the main guys. I tried to get the DA to charge them with attempted homicide and as adults, but because they couldn't find a weapon, they're choosing not to do that. This guy has staples in the back of his head. That didn't happen in the fist. But I understand their predicament. They have to be able to prove that in court of law. Most of these kids are still back away. One was released because he played a bigger role in it. And he was just at the station today, so we're still gathering information on that. The guy is home, he's not in any more danger, but he's gonna have some therapy and maybe some more surgeries to go through with that. And up on King Avenue, as you would know, a lot of the residents up there, I give the residents credit. When anytime this stuff happens, it's not easy. You call the police, you see a guy or a house dealing drugs, you know what they're doing, I know what they're doing, but you just can't arrest them for it. The amount of evidence we need to arrest them, to go to court, it's silly, it's crazy, but that's what we need. And one of our part-time officers, Officer Kessler, I told the guys, keep an extra eye on these certain areas. And he was in that area. He saw a suspicious car in the alleyway. He hid from the car. They stopped the car. There was some grass on the seat. And you may have saw this article as well, because it's been on national news from what I understand. But the guy had 80-some bags on him in his crotch. So he taped it to his crotch, yeah. And every time the officer went to get it out of there, he tried to peel him. Now, it sounds funny, urinate on it. I mean, it sounds, it's worth a chuckle, but with HIV and all these diseases anymore, when you do that, when you spit on somebody, you can charge them with assault. So I'm trying to get them to add an aggravated assault charge for him doing that. But we were able to get 80-some bags, and this guy was a main dealer up in that area. So,
And he wasn't even from around here, was he?
no, he's not, he wasn't from
Philadelphia?
Yeah. So that's about all I have. But like I said, we're making progress, and I just want to make sure the residents realize that we only have a couple of guys working at a time on the street. So in order to be able to do what we're doing, we need the cooperation of the mayor and council. And that's what we have. We've had it in the past, we continue to have it today. We can't do this unless we have everybody's, helping us. There's some talk of Tower Watch. Well, you know what? Not that that's a bad idea or a good idea, but we have thousands of people that are basically our Tower Watch, and that's everybody, the residents. Keeping your eyes on, giving us a call. Be careful getting involved in anything, because you saw what happened to this guy. He was outside having a cigarette break, saw smoke in the woods, went to see what it was, and he had a punctured lung, he had a broken nose, broken eye socket, staples in the back of his head. So just be careful and call us if, anything. Thanks.
Thanks. Mr. Petty?
Yes. I'd like to make a vote tonight on the 4 of the sewers that we talked about on the last meeting. The sewers that are 728 School Lane, 758 School Lane, 822 and 846. These sewers have to be pointed. The last 8 of these sewers that were looked at were back in 2010. So if we do not get them done, they're going to basically fall on the ground. So I'd like to make a vote to have these done as soon as possible. There are other sewers that have to be done too, but we need to do some now before we ever made the problem. So if I can have a motion to vote on that tonight, it would be good.
I'll motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Drowsy?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Ms. Foley? Mr. McGuigan?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Motion carries. Last week I gave you a spreadsheet on the fire marshal inspections. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it. In your packet this week, it's just a breakdown, summarizing it. I'd like a motion to approve it. Have a motion to approve the fire marshal's report. Is there a second? Roll call.
Mrs. Drowsy?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson? Yes. Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. McGuigan?
Yes.
Mrs. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Yes.
Motion carries. Is there any other old business?
Yes, I do. I'd like to make a motion to pay Judy Sarah for her 4 weeks vacation and 5 personal days, which are budgeted items.
Second.
Why are we doing this?
Because it's owed to her, it was in the budget, and she is entitled to it.
problem we ran into with this hay. There wasn't, there's nothing in the resolution or the salary ordinances stating all this
I'm
information.
just telling you, you need to pay these employees or you're gonna have a big problem. Because this is time that is owed to them and money that is owed to them. Same with, I'd like to make a motion to pay Farm Connect for 1 week
One motion at a
vacation.
time. You can move the table motion.
Can we table the motion?
We did.
You
I think-
tabled it.
tabled it last week, right?
Tabled
If you
it.
have it last week, then you need to,
No, it wasn't last week when you weren't here.
if you tabled the motion at the prior meeting, then you need a motion to remove it from the table.
Just keep passing it on. Like,
You're gonna remove it, put it on, remove it, put it on. You didn't pay the fire marshal for 2 months. Why is that? Why are you paying him now? He's been the fire marshal for 2 months. Why are you paying him now? Why?
I think,
No answer.
going back to the table thing, this motion was to the table at the last council meeting. We've had a committee meeting since then.
I don't remember this being tabled at the last council meeting.
It was tabled. It was tabled at the last.
Should be on minute.
All I remember is calling.
Oh, because every week I was here, that's why you remember me. Jesus. Maybe we have to bring Judy to the meeting. He has it. And it's on the tape. But wait to see when the minutes come, it won't be on that either.
Marvin, you were definitely brought up, but they might be right. I don't think Judy's name
Listen, Judy's salary along with her vacation and sick time was in the budget. And so was my vacation and my salary.
But on the purpose of this thing, I don't think Judy was made, so I think Michelle's motion is in order. We could vote on it today. Or he decides to table.
Oh, they just keep tabling it and then put it on. Table it, put it on, put it on, table it.
Hey, let me just say this. Here's the idea. It was brought up before that these were at-will employees. I think we can all agree that in a community like this, you're more than just an at-will employee. They're done now. They're moving on with their life. I think this brings some closure to it. I think Michelle makes a great motion. I support it. I also support Armin's. You're owed 1 week.
Yeah, Judy
After
said
this,
6.
you know, we'll make that motion as well. I mean,
No, Jason, they want to table it again.
So there's already a motion made and seconded to pay Judy Sarah for 4 weeks vacation and 5 personal days. 5 personal days?
Yes.
Then roll call, please.
Mrs. Crabtree.
Yes.
Ms. Peterson. Yes. Mr. Petty. Ms. Foley.
Yes.
Mr. McGuigan.
yes.
Mr. Richter.
Yes.
Mr. Branch.
Yes.
Madam President, I'd also like to make a motion to pay Carmen her 1 week's vacation that she's owed, in my opinion.
Do I have a second? Second. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Crabtree.
Yes.
Ms. Peterson. Yes. Mr. Petty.
Yes.
Ms. Foley.
Yes.
Mr. McGuigan.
Yes.
Mr. Branch.
Yes.
For business?
There have been between resignations and term expirations, there are a few, if any, members left on the recreation board. And to move forward with things, I did get a couple of callbacks that said that they would be on the recreation board. And I would like to propose that council appoint for 5-year terms Valerie Canavan and Jenna Marquardt, filling the 2 terms that expired on January 3rd. And Caitlin Peterson for the remaining 2 years of a vacated term.
Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Crabtree.
Yes.
Ms. Peterson.
Yes.
Mr. Petty.
Yes.
Ms. Foley.
Yes.
Mr. McGuigan.
Yes.
Ms. Richter.
Yes.
Mrs. Branch.
Yes.
Motion carries. Any other new business?
Not so much new business.
Yeah, I have one thing.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the solicitor a question while I have it. Under building and zoning, I think it's the will of this entire board to get more aggressive on these houses that are vacant and dilapidated. And I think it'd be good if you you and I get together with the committee and find out exactly, because we do want to get more aggressive, and I think it's time to do so. Previously, we were told, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, eventually, you have to do something for the people who are keeping up their homes, things like that. So I just want to be steered in the right direction so the council isn't.
Be happy to step in.
Great.
I just have a question for Tom. How do we work, Larry, for you, how do we make out with DEP? And
How did we make out with
with DEP and the potential fine,
fine?
will we hear more? Do we know what
Is that the
happened?
time shopping center?
Yes, that's the which
You know, the hot shopping center, anything happened with that?
That was the septic overflow behind the development Folcroft shopping center. I actually called it a report, and the DEP issued a letter to the borough, issuing a notice of violation essentially, as of yet, with no monetary penalty with that. There may or may not be, but that's the last correspondence I got now, a couple weeks back.
The only other thing I had is, a few months ago, we did not litter recycling of electronics, computers. Christine has contacted them. We have a date put aside for us for June 2nd. We do not have the time yet, or the place, because from what I understand, when we talked to Sharon Hill, who's doing it in May. We need a place to put, I believe, 3 dumpsters. So we need to find out where we put 3 dumpsters to do that.
Can I suggest a parking lot across the street from the police station? Where we have our recyclable bins already? That's a parking lot. You do lease out some of the parking spots, but after 6 o'clock, no one is supposed to be in that lot.
I'll have to ask them how big the dumpsters are. I'm not sure. I know Sharon Hill was having a major issue of where they were going to put them because they were large. So I will get in touch.
They already have recyclable bins in that lot.
You know, these are special, this is a special thing.
I know.
But they're dumpsters. They're like 25-yard dumpsters, I believe. Yeah,
There might be enough.
and they're going to be, they could be dropped off Friday. They get dropped off Friday afternoon, they'll be there all day Saturday before the collection, and then they get picked up Monday, so it's only, but I will find out if that's an Any other business? Yeah. Motion to adjourn?